Good morning, Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man. Let's have a raw and uncut conversation about dating on your level. There is nothing wrong with wanting to date someone that is rich. There's nothing wrong with wanting to date someone that you might feel like is out of your league in general. But if you ever feel like someone is out of your league, it could be because they are. Some people know what they want. So sometimes you might like someone and you'll be like, well, I'm fine. I'm handsome. I'm a baddie. Why this person don't like me? You might have everything together in your life. You may be actually very handsome, very, very gorgeous, just stunning, jaw dropping. But some people know what they want. So it doesn't matter how beautiful you are. It doesn't matter how rich you are. Some people can sense that it's still something with that person that would not be equal in my life, so they don't give you the time of day. And when we get rejected, then that brings back up the abandonment that we experienced, the neglect that we experienced as a child somewhere in our life. I believe every human in this world has been abandoned sometime in their life, whether that was when they were a child or an adult. So when we get rejected by the ones that we like or desire, those feelings come back up, and then it's just a whirlwind of emotions. But if we date on our level, we wouldn't have so much of those things to think about. Dating on your level is where you are. Like, two heads is better than one. So when you get with someone, you are supposed to grow 10 times more than where you are already. When you get with someone and they push you 10 steps back, that's a red flag. When you get with someone and they're not moving you at all, that's a red flag. But when you get with someone and they are helping you to go forth, and not only helping you, but they're still able to help themselves, that's a healthy and balanced relationships. A lot of the times we desire a certain type of person that we are not, that we're not even working toward to become. I believe there is a rare percentage of real love that happens when one of those people may not even been working at all, and they meet their soulmate that's rich, and they have been struggling all this time, and this person comes and changed their life, and here they are still married 100 years later, happily married. But those are, you know, those are rare situations, and it's more wise to have your own identity. It is more wise to work and learn while you wait on that special someone. That way you don't become a burden on them. Like, we become burdens in relationships because you're severely depressed and I've been stressed out. And now we're trying to mix that together to make each other happy. But you cannot make each other happy. You have to be happy within yourself first. Because when that person, see, the person that is more damaged is more powerful in a sense, because it'll be easier for them to bring over that toxicity and to destroy your happiness. So you have to have your guard up. You have to protect yourself 10 times more from someone that is severely damaged, that's not looking forward to doing the work, someone that is tired and that's ready to give up. We have to protect ourselves from being around that and wanting to be with that. The demons on those people, they are stronger and they try to fight you harder simply because you are trying. The demons in people recognize who you are, and when you're someone trying and they're not, then those demons do attack you and they bring you down. We have to date on our level. If you have a home, and I'm not wanting to make this materialistic, but the material things I think do come into play as well, because you can still be a burden on someone if you're not helping yourself. So if you may not have a home or may not have for a transportation, and you're not trying to get those things, and you just feel like it's going to fall out of the sky for you because of who you are, because of how handsome you are, because of how beautiful you are, you think you get the pretty girl privilege without paying a price. There's not anything in this world that you get for free without paying a price. So the pretty girl privilege, the soft girl era, the trying to mask the real pain to look good is going to eventually be exposed. So there's no sense in trying to cover up things that are hidden. it is wise to just date within your range. Like, if you know that right now you're not making the money that you would like to make, and you know that you are responsible for everything in your household, then it might not be a good time to date. Maybe you're having a hard time saving money. It's just this stigma that we have that when we are dating, that the man is just 100% responsible for everything. So the woman doesn't have to come correct, and that is false. The woman does still have to come correct. I can see a man, and I can honor a man that is able to lift up a woman and put her in a better position. But that woman had been working. If that woman had not been working, then she could possibly be his downfall. You don't want to be with someone that could be a threat to your career, that could be a threat to your success, because that is the very thing that will bring you down, what you love the most. So when we're talking about dating on our levels, because I've been seeing these conversations around Facebook, you want to make sure that if you're looking at the doctor, that you have some knowledge as well about the human anatomy. You want to make sure that, because when you're equally yoked with someone, you're able to connect with them. If you're looking at the NBA player, then you want to be able to know something at least about sports, because when you connect with the NBA player, you don't want to be awkward. Like, I don't even know what he's talking about. Like, I don't know what a basketball is, because that's going to throw him off. You want to be equal with someone that understands you, someone that gets you. And my example that I always go to is hygiene. It is, see, we all are going to have, when you pay attention to that, that's when you begin to set boundaries, and you start to look at the things that you will and will not accept. But if you haven't looked that far yet, then you're still just doing and accepting anything. The number one thing for me is hygiene. I've been there and I've done this, but now it's like, it's just not something that I'm going to overlook because it's not safe. If you are sick, if your hygiene is not in order, you're not trying to get it in order, and we're talking around and we're dating, it's going to take away the time that I have on me focusing on myself, because now I have to figure out how to get you unsick. It's not fair for one person in a relationship to be sick and not working on it, and then the other person, they may have been sick themselves and they're working on it. You're going to take a lot more of that person's energy trying to help you, and you're not helping them. And then what I'm learning is too, if you continue to give out, you're giving, you're removing from your cup. That person that you're with, are they refilling your cup? Are they helping you help them? Are they helping you love them? Are they loving themselves? And a lot of the time the answer is no. So this is why it's a one-sided relationship and you feel drained, because you're the only one putting the effort in. That's not dating on your level. Dating on your level is knowing that, hey, I got $50 in my bank account and I can't afford to be hanging out like that. You have to just be wise and honest about the things that you are personally and privately experiencing before even thinking about dating. With the 20s, I learned that the 20s is your time to have fun, basically just live in the world and just try to figure it out. But when you're getting up in those late 20s, you're like, okay, things begin to make more sense, and then you begin to settle down and you begin to desire more for your life. So you begin to cut things off. But some of us are there, some of us are not, and that is okay. But when it comes to dating, I say we want to make sure that we have some things in line, like our attitudes, the way we think about things, being able to be inviting for another person, being vulnerable and open-minded, being a safe space, being able to give and receive. So there is just a lot of things that me personally as an individual, that it's not time to date. And a lot of the times people be rushing, like, I don't even know what happened to your last situation. What happened to the last security or no, for real, like what happened with the last situation? So we don't get to know people. We don't get to talk to people. We don't ask people their favorite color anymore. We're not figuring out what's the health concerns in your family, because I need to know your generational history. That way, say we had a child together and I didn't know that, this illness running your family, and we trying to figure it out. So we just need to know people more. We need to get to know people more now. We're all grown here. If somebody don't want to get to know you like that and they just want to link, that's on y'all. But when we're talking about dating, we're talking about monogamy, we're talking about being intimate with one human, then there is things that we have to take a look at. And again, it's nothing wrong with having a crush on someone that you might feel is not in your league. But if you feel like they're not in your league, just to feel like that in general, then that means that You may not be in their league, or you may not be on that level, or it could just mean that you need to do some more research to be on that level. But don't ever fake who you are. Don't ever try to add to your life or take away to your life to love someone. There's someone here for each and every one of us. But I think now we should begin to look at what it is that we actually want, what it is that we actually desire. That way we can make the best decisions for the relationships that we want to be in. Take your time with dating. Say no. If someone's like, hey, I want you to be my boyfriend, or hey, I want you to be my girlfriend, say no if you know that you're not in the right space, and do what's going to be best for you and your heart. It is okay to have desires and to have goals and dreams to, be with the millionaire, but have those same dreams for yourself to be a millionaire. That way you're equally yoked with your partner, and then you'll be dating on your level. You wouldn't want to be with somebody that's shy or intimidated by you, or somebody that's jealous of you, or somebody that's envious of you, somebody that doesn't really like you like that. So those are just some things to look into. Because if someone is shy of you, or they feel like they're intimidated by you, then that's how the relationship is going to be. And then 99% of the time, you're going to have to be the dominant one in that relationship. And if you're a woman, that is never fun. So, just look more into yourself. When you do that, then you'll be able to see what it is that you expect from another person. When I say look into yourself, that is what you desire. For me, that is hygiene first. Hygiene is first, because I know that can make us sick. And it's something that you don't want to overlook. So you have to get your standards together. That way you will not pass up the perfect person that is for you. Settling like, oh, well, his breath is kind of bad, but, he fine. So no. What are your standards? If you say hygiene is a must, then hygiene is a must. Some females look at clothes and shoes and money. Some females look at mental stability and hygiene. So when you begin to look into yourself, you want someone that's like you, or someone that is equal to you. You'll begin to put those things together, and you'll find exactly what it is that you like and exactly what you desire. But look into that, and true love awaits you. Mwah.